Hi, I'm Keir Finlow-Bates, CEO of Chainfrog, and today in honor of Halloween, I'm going to talk about headless Drupal and blockchain. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Today, as I mentioned, headless Drupal and how is it relevant to blockchain? Well, firstly, let's have a quick review of what Drupal actually is. And it's a web content management system that lies somewhere on the spectrum between WordPress, which is the sort of simple deploy, click. Even my business development manager can use it to set up a website. And at the other extreme, you have things like Python plus Flask, where you need to be pretty conversant in Python and understand how web front-end programming actually works at the nuts and bolts level. And Drupal lies somewhere in the middle, and it focuses particularly on managing the content of your website, except that Drupal's now been around for quite a long time, and as a result, people have become aware of the fact that actually it's really good as a sort of general content management system. It's built on MySQL, a database, but it provides structures and modules and programs that actually manage the content in a really useful, sensible way. And so the idea of headless Drupal, also known as decoupled Drupal, has sprung up, which is don't use the presentation layer of Drupal, but use it kind of as a sort of a back end of the front end in order to store data and build a fancy looking website on top of it using something like Angular or React. So how does blockchain come into Drupal then? Well, if you've got a headless Drupal setup and you've built a nice whizzy front end in Angular, say, you can connect the back end to a blockchain. For example, we've done that with multi-chain in our multi-dasher project. And then other headless Drupal installations can also connect to multi-chain, and those installations can start sharing data between each other. We've started off with cryptocurrencies to start with, so that allows different websites or different content management sites to basically transact between each other, knowing that the assets are unforgeable and unique and there's a clear ownership. But you can do so much more with it. Namely, there's all this data, this content sitting in Drupal, typically labeled as nodes, and some of that content may be useful on other installs. But the reason why you don't just connect them directly is because there's not 100% trust between different installations. Even, for example, in a university, if you have different Drupal installs in different departments, they don't necessarily want to open their entire install up to another department. The physics department doesn't want to share everything it has with the history department. They don't want them coming in and stomping all over their work. So what you can do with blockchain is use data streams in order to build a trustless data sharing system whereby one of the Drupal installs can publish some data on it and then all the other ones can pull it off as and when they need it. And there's a paper on the multidasher.org site that actually looks at this. So I'll put the link in the comments down below and you can actually go and look at a bit more of the technical stuff underneath it. But anyway, there you go, a Chainfrog Halloween special. Headless Drupal. We'll go back to normal, sensible posts next week, I think. Okay, bye for now.